In the heart of our field lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions from the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe. Agriculture is evolving to meet the demands of tomorrow. At the intersection of tradition and technology, we discover smarter ways to grow more, waste less, and harvest greener. Together, we are cultivating a future where every harvest sustains the earth and its people. Join us 11:15 a.m. Mondays and Fridays on Global TV, Channel 365 DSTV, StarTime Channel 276 or YouTube Livestream GSA Initiative. Agriculture for today and tomorrow, as we share groundbreaking ideas, empowering farmers and celebrate greenhouse solutions. Together, let's grow the future.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Agriculture for Today and Tomorrow, the television program where we educate, inspire and empower farmers, agribusiness, entrepreneurs, investors and everyone passionate about transforming agriculture into a profitable and sustainable enterprise. As you know, this is a media for agriculture development project of Growth for Sustainable Agriculture Initiative, an agri-focused NGO helping farmers adopt sustainable farming practices. I am your host, Daniel Black, and today's discussion focuses on export products of Nigerian palm oil. We all know, for the past episodes, we have been spotlighting exports of agro-commodities in Nigeria, and in the subsequent episodes, we are going to be seeing different products that can be exported, and but not just exported as raw materials, but of course value added to it to ensure that our forex exchange gains on such products are maximized to the core. Now, when many people think about oil palm, they think only of red palm oil. However, the oil palm is one of the world's most valuable economic crops because almost every part of the fruit can be processed into products with high export value. From food processing and cosmetic to livestock feed, renewable energy and industrial manufacturing, Nigeria's oil palm industry presents enormous opportunities for earning foreign exchange and creating jobs. So, a while back ago, Nigeria was the world's leading exporter of palm oil in the early 1960s. Before countries such as Indonesia, Malaysia expanded large-scale commercial plantations. Today, Nigeria remains Africa's largest producer of palm oil and one of the world's top producer, with annual product estimated at 1.5 and to 1.7 million metric tons. However, domestic demand still exceeds local production, creating significant opportunities for increased investment in oil palm cultivation, processing, and exports. So today we want to examine the major export products from Nigeria's oil palm value chain to be able to sensitize and give awareness on the different value chain and also inspire a whole lot of people to be able to tap into this value chain that are otherwise left moribund. So first and foremost, let's start with the very commonly known crude palm oil, and we call it palm oil here in Nigeria, but at the export level in the international market is called crude palm oil, otherwise known as CPO. So this is the primary product, of course, which is obtained from the fleshy top, or as scientists will call it, mesocarp of the ripe oil palm. It is produced fresh when fresh fruit bundles are sterilized, are boiled with steam, and the fruits are separated from the bunches mechanically. Now they are all digested and pressed to extract the oil from the top flesh. The oil is then sieved, filtered before storage. You see, this particular CPO can be refined into cooking oil, it can be used in margarine, food manufacturing, confectionery, industrial lubricants, and biodiesel production. Now, after the crude palm oil that we all know, there is the refined palm oil, otherwise known as RBD, refined, bleached, and deodorized palm oil. Now, this is a higher industrial grade of palm oil, refined, bleached, and deodorized palm oil, which is a higher value product obtained after removing impurities, color, pigment, and odor from crude palm oil. Now, this one is done, it undergoes refining, bleaching, and deodorization before it is being packaged for industrial and household use. It is used as cooking oil, it is used in instant noodles, bakeries, restaurants, hotels, and food processing industries. Now, the third product that we can also get from the oil palm value chain is palm kernel oil, the PKO. The palm kernel oil is extracted from the kernel found inside the palm nut and differs completely from crude palm oil. So this is not the one taken from the mesocarp, from the top fleshy part, is the one taken from the kernel inside the oil. It is produced in two ways, from hot pressed and cold press. When you crack the palm kernel to obtain when you crack the nuts to obtain the kernels, which are dried mechanically and pressed or solvent extracted to obtain this oil. This oil can be used for cosmetics, soap manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, detergents, candles, and personal care products. Now, after that, we can also have the palm kernel cake. Now, the palm kernel cake is the solid residue remaining after extracting the palm kernel oil. That's the PKO. After extracting the PKO, that residue is called the palm kernel cake. And it is produced after the oil has been removed from the kernels. The remaining is pressed, cake is dried, and it is milled. It can be used as high protein livestock feed for poultry, cattle, sheep, goats, and fish farming. It is a high protein source meal. Then, of course, we have the palm kernel shell, which is the hard shell that surrounds the palm kernel. The shell is separated from the kernel during the nut cracking process. It is cleaned and it is dried for export. And of course, the major uses include biomass fuel, industrial boilers, electricity generation, activated carbon production, and all that. Now we go to some more industrial scale byproduct of the oil palm industry, which is the palm olein. Palm olein is the liquid fraction obtained after refining and fractionating palm oil. By the time when we say fractionating, applying high temperature to it, the oil divides into different forms, and one of them is called the palm olein. It is produced when it is cooked under controlled conditions, causing it to separate into liquid and solid fractions. Now, major uses are premium cooking oil, food processing, frying, and frying applications. Now, we also have what we call the palm stearin. The palm stearin is another industrial grade byproduct of palm oil. It is a solid fraction produced during palm oil fractionation. And then this is the solid residue that is gotten when palm oil is treated to that high level of heat. And then this palm stearin can be used to do margarine production, bakery shortening, candle manufacturing, soap production, industrial lubricants. Now, all these are the byproducts that can be gotten from oil, and all these are export standard products of the palm oil. Now, major oil palm producing states where you can source this, and any state that produces oil palm is a state where you can find any of these products that we have mentioned. And so many young people are at home feeling like they do not have jobs. You can scour the internet and find international buyers of any of these 8 products that have been mentioned, and then you can go through these states. Of course, thank God for internet. Before you even have to invest any form of transportation, any form of logistics, you can actually make inquiries on the internet. So in states like Akwa Ibom, Edo, Cross River, Delta Rivers, Imo, Abia, Ondo, Bayelsa, you can find large commercial quantity of oil palm plantations and oil palm processing. Of course, there are few states in the north like Kwara, and that's the middle belt, and of course up north like Kano State, where some degree of oil palm processing is also being done. But these states are places where you can have, because of their favorable rainfall, fertile soil, climatic conditions that supports this commercial oil palm production, you can find them there. And just to also enlighten you, since we are talking about export quality, there are some standards that you have to understand, because you do not just go into the mill and say give me oil or give me palm kernel cake or give me any of these products and you take it into the international market. It may fly in the local market, but to compete successfully in the international market, exporters must ensure that their products meet buyer specification and international quality standards, such as proper grading and quality control. Like the crude palm oil or even the refined bleached deodorized palm oil, it has its own moisture content from different countries. It has the free fatty acid content from different countries. It has color specification. So you have to be sure that you are processing, you are aggregating the exact type and grade of quality that is expected from that country. What is expected in Europe is not what is expected in America, is not what is expected in Asia. So you must be sure of that. Of course, we've mentioned acceptable moisture and free fatty acid levels. Of course, even your hygienic processing and packaging methods is also something you need to put into consideration if you're going into exportation. We have product traceability, compliance with phytosanitary requirements, inspection and certification by relevant Nigerian regulatory agencies before shipment. So you need to meet these standards to enhance your market acceptance and improve competitiveness of Nigerian oil palm products globally. And of course, before you even take your product out, you need to be a registered exporter with the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. Now, the Nigerian oil palm industry offers far greater opportunities than the production of just red palm oil alone. By investing in improved plantations, modern processing technologies, value addition, and compliance with international quality standards, Nigeria can significantly increase non-oil exports, generate employment, strengthen rural livelihoods, and of course, earn more foreign exchange for national development. That will be all we'll be taking on agriculture for today and tomorrow. You can drop your comments, ask questions, and interact with this episode and every other episode by following us on our social media on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube on the name at gsainitiative.org, or you could just send us an email, official@gsainitiative.org. Thank you for joining us on today's episode, and see you in the next one.
In the heart of our field lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions. From the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe, agriculture is evolving to meet the demands of tomorrow. At the intersection of tradition and technology, we discover smarter ways to grow more, waste less, and harvest greener. Together, we are cultivating a future where every harvest sustains the earth and its people. Join us 11:15 a.m. Mondays and Fridays on Global TV, Channel 365 DSTV, StarTime Channel 276, or YouTube livestream GSA Initiative. Agriculture for today and tomorrow, as we share groundbreaking ideas, empowering farmers, and celebrate greenhouse solutions. Together, let's grow the future.